Hello lovelies and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. So as you can see, today's video is an art rant and character sheet design. This character is a redraw from a character concept that I had. I'm possibly going to use him for a comic book series that I'm not going to talk too much about because I don't want y'all stealing my ideas. But I'm going to say that the beverage drawn on the page is very relevant to the comic idea and his character. So anyways, I have been fluttering around YouTube watching art videos, and this kind of common theme sort of floats around and is sort of a misconception shared throughout the art community, or what people think of the art community, that all work, to be an artist, all work you do has to be finished work. And it sometimes disheartens me to kind of see that notion float around even with YouTubers. And not going to call any names because that's not fair and I'm not here to throw shade. But there's sometimes an obvious frustration with certain YouTubers when you watch their art vlogs and you watch them say that today was an off day, I wasn't feeling as fierce, oh, this process seemed harder, sorry I haven't been putting out videos, I've been trying to figure out how to get out of an art stump. And it seems like the common problem is that there's this fear holding them back of showing something ugly or showing something that's not finished. And I'm going to tell you, good 97% of what artists do is not finished work. It's scraps. It's stuff that gets thrown in a closet, never to see the light of day, and just please the person who's working on it. And that's not a bad thing. It's not bad to have a bunch of bad-looking pieces that aren't fully conceptualized and rendered to the utmost completion, because that's a process. Art is a process, and it doesn't happen overnight, and not everything looks pretty. Sometimes you want things to look ugly, and that's a whole different topic. But like I said, it seems that in the art community, there's still that ideal that we have to show finished pieces. And part of me with my videos, like Doodle Times, wants to show that not all drawings that an artist does has to be a complete finished work that looks completely gorgeous or unbelievably beautiful. My Doodle Times are just fast sketches that I do to help learn better. And do I love some of my little quick gestures sketches more than others? Yeah, I do. I love those little bits of practice that let me move my hand across the page, see where I'm more confident in my brush strokes with a pen, and just get that feeling out there. But with a lot of content that's out there, artists are usually expected to show you a finished work. And even now, like, even though I'm drawing a character sheet and it's roughly a good idea, it's not a finished work. It's rough. It's not made to please anyone. It's not meant to be framed and put up in houses. It's something that I can look at and think, this is the character, he likes wearing these clothes, he's about this tall, and identifies as male. I might write more stuff later about things he likes and other things, but for this video and the ideals of my possible comic, the most important things are his name, his age, his height, and what's his favorite kind of drink. And for him, he likes caramel lattes. He is simple, likes something sweet, but like not too sweet. Like, he enjoys bitter flavors, but he likes to enjoy simple things too. And I mean, even as you watch me go about it, it's very rough. It's just, I'm not trying to make the cleanest looking drawing. I'm not trying to make the lines super clean. I'm just trying to get it out there so that I know what he looks like for future reference. And usually that's the point of a character sheet. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you want to make art, you want to be an artist, you have to understand that there's nothing wrong with having ugly drawings. There's nothing wrong with having ugly sketches or even sharing those ugly drawings and sketches, because that's part of the growth. And you'll read it in a lot of books. Like I said, 93% of art is scraps. It's practice. 93% of work is just drawings, concepts, sketches, and only like 3 to 7% is actual finished pieces that artists will put up and say, this is my finished piece, this is what you want to see, this is like all the work that came out of it. And that's good, that's great. But do not be afraid of those ugly pieces. Be overjoyed. Be happy, because even though you may think it's not a finished piece and it doesn't look very good, it's still a reference of potential that you have. And there's nothing to be ashamed about with that ugly drawing or whatever. Just put that energy out into the world so that you can have it come back and collect and become something new and beautiful. It'll go into a metamorphosis. Even with scary pieces, they become this beautiful metamorphosis of change and effort that just all comes to fruition through practice, through all the ugly drawings. And just never be afraid to put your worst out there. Put your best out there, put your worst out there, put anything out there, because you're going to get response. You're going to see where people are very genuine with wanting you to grow as an artist and will comment in full-hearted earnest. Ignore the trolls. You'll know the difference between destructive and constructive criticism, and just look for those people who want to be your little godsends and want to show you where you went wrong in like one of your horrible pieces. But the biggest thing is to just never give up trying. Like, no matter what. Ugly drawings, pretty drawings, it doesn't have to be finished just as long as you do it. And that's all I gotta say. Just do what you do. Like I say with my intro, like I say with my outro, do what you do. And if what you do